Good afternoon. Today's emergency briefing is for the purpose of updating our residents on the ongoing heavy rain and flooding situation in Ascension Parish. The order of speakers for this conference will be as follows. The Director of Homeland Security, Rick Weber, followed by Parish President Kenny Matassa, Ascension Parish Sheriff Jeff Wiley, Gonzales Mayor Barney Arceneaux, Sorrento Mayor Mike Lambert, and Bill Rue of the Parish Drainage Department. At this time, I would like to call Rick Weber to come and speak.
Hey, good morning. I want to emphasize the significance of this incident that's about to take place. We can't refer to records because this never happened before. We can't refer to previous experiences because this has never happened before. If you look at the predictions that are coming out of the National Weather Service, it's unprecedented. We're going to be putting out some inundation maps from our office that's going to show you where the hazard areas are. We want you to heed all of the protective action statements that we are going to put out. But just make sure that you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on social media. Stay tuned in to Channel 21. Stay tuned in to the mainstream media. Follow all protective actions. Right now, Ascension Parish is still under a state of emergency. Again, all inland waterways in Ascension Parish remain closed for high water and debris. We want you to contact us if you want to get information in a recorded loop. We want you to contact the Ascension Parish Community Information Line at 1-866-380-2303. That's the Ascension Parish Community Information Line, 1-866-380-2303. If you sustain damage to your residence from this flooding event, we want you to email us at flood@apgov.us, flood@apgov.us, if you sustain residential damage from this flood. Again, that comes a point in time where you have to take personal responsibility for your own safety. If you see issues out there in your area, if you have a flooded culvert, clean it if you can. You can't depend on us all the time. You have to take personal responsibility for your own safety. This is going to be a significant issue, and I hope that the consolidated message across government and across all agencies will emphasize that. This is going to be significant. So I'll be followed by Parish President Kenny Matassa.
Thank you, Rick. I want everybody to realize the significance of this horrific storm we have and how serious it is. In talking with the sheriff, we're going to have a curfew the next few days for people to stay off the street that don't need to be on the street. If you have to go to the store for some reason, for food or something you deem necessary, we will work with you on it. But if you do not have to be on the street, please stay off the roads. All the roads are being impacted. At this time, these trying times, we need people to look after their neighbors. And please call the OEP number that Mr. Weber just gave y'all, because all information, if you want the right information, it'll come out of the OEP office. I appreciate everybody helping their neighbors. We are doing everything possible to help anybody that's in trouble in Ascension Parish, but this is horrific, and it's going to get worse. We have a lot of low-lying areas that people need to realize where they're at, and we're going to be putting out information in the next couple of days. Thank you very much, and the sheriff will be coming. Thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Wiley, the Ascension Parish Sheriff. Many, many times in the 21 years I've been sheriff, we have done these kinds of not so much drills as actual high water events. Some of them are hurricanes, some of them are major rain events, and some of them are backwater events. All of them we've gotten through, and we've succeeded without loss of life and major catastrophe. We'll get through this one too. But let me just tell you this, we're not crying wolf on this one, and if you're not so sure about the ramifications of this rain event and then the subsequent high water event, turn on your TV and watch Livingston and watch Tangipahoa and those areas. Now, while I can't predict that our impact will be anywhere near that, I can predict that we will have significant impact. River forecast stage levels are as higher than anything that we've ever had any prediction to, so take heed on that. I Facebooked readers yesterday about the fact that you had time to make your preparations. you still have some time to do that. I would strongly suggest that if you need to get your groceries and you need to get non-perishable food and you need to get bottled water, that you make your move and do that now, all right? If you need the sheriff later, obviously, we will have double shifts and our people will be there for you. I'd like to talk a minute about curfew. We are implementing, parish government and I am supporting the implementation of a curfew from dusk to dawn. That means when the sun goes down, you will not be on the road unnecessarily. I will not have deputies, and I've assured the parish president of this, that are going to be stopping every car that's on the road. Have a good reason to be out. Now, tonight is that we may ramp up the zero tolerance on that as this storm or the remnants of it continue. But tonight, stay off the road. Stay off the road unless there's a vital reason not to. I want to talk about sightseeing. You will be in trouble with the sheriff's office if you're caught sightseeing and not having a particular good reason to be out on the road, either tonight or tomorrow or the next day. We have people in low-lying areas that water is threatening their homes right now, and let a truck go through there at 20 miles an hour or worse, and they have water in their homes. Be considerate of your neighbor. This is how we get through this. Last thing. This is a property damage, quality of life event. It's not a life-threatening event unless you make it that. Stay off those highways because you're not sure at night where the water on the road is. Stay out of those waterways. Watch your kids in those waterways. Keep track of them. Don't let them slip out. Some of those ditches are full and those bayous are full and the water is racing, and we pray that nothing would happen such as we've had in other parishes. I hope we're clear on that. And I would hope that as we go forward that we mitigate our problems with our property, okay? But it's property. It may be valuable property, and it may be sentimental value property, but it's just property. Let's make sure that we take care of our neighbors, our families, our friends, and we be safe. I will call upon you on the barricades. There's a lot of road closures. And ladies and gentlemen, there will be more road closures. We really have not enforced, vigorously the road closures. We will begin doing that with double barricades. If they're double barricade on those roads, the road is closed. It's not a suggestion that it's closed. The road is closed. If you penetrate that, if you violate that, you are going to be held accountable by the sheriff's office. You can decide what that may be, all right? We ask for your cooperation on that. Staying off the road makes it safe for you. Staying off the road makes it safe for others. Staying off the road helps your neighbors. 621-8300 is the sheriff's office number. 911 is emergency. You call us if you need us. We'll be there. Thank you.
Good evening, folks. I'm Mayor Barney, Arceneaux, City of Gonzales. As everyone stated before me, this is not a normal rain event, as you well know. But rest assured that we're doing everything we can here in Gonzales. It's the police department, the fire department is doing everything they can to stay on top of things. We've now had several boat rescues, certainly something we're not used to doing in the city limits of Gonzales. But look, realize this doesn't stop at the city limits line, okay? This is all over Ascension Parish. We're all together working with one another. Parish councilman, city councilman, sheriff department, city police. We're all out here trying to work together. Let it be known that we want to continue doing that. This is not over by no stretch of the imagination. We're looking down the road as having maybe some backwater. Rest assured, people, we're going to be out here to do everything that we can. But we need your help. We need you to help your neighbors or your friends. Anybody that you can assist, please do so. Call us at City Hall. Call us at the Sheriff Department, at the Police Department. Let us know when you see something going wrong. We want to go out there and help you. As soon as you can, do what you can to go ahead and get your supplies early today. Like the Sheriff said earlier, there will be a curfew starting this afternoon. So get all the supplies that you possibly can now. And just stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we'll have Sorrento Mayor Lambert.
I am Mike Lambert. I'm the mayor of the town of Sorrento. I just want the people of Sorrento to know that we are assisting our residents with sandbagging operations. If you need sandbags, we'll be having a location at the City Hall, and there's possibly a second location that we will announce as soon as possible of a second location to obtain sandbags. If you have any other questions or any other concerns, please call the Town Hall. We will provide you with information that we have. If you're considering to evacuate, please start making those plans now. If you need to have food or medicine, I suggest that you try to go ahead and make those preparations as well to obtain food and medicine. If you have any questions of anything going on in the town of Sorrento, please call the Town Hall, and we will try to answer your questions as best that we can. Thank you.
We do know that there's continual rain falling and there's more rain to come. I just want to let the citizens know that we're doing everything that we can in order to prevent any flooding. We know we have had some flooding in the city of Donaldsonville. If there's any sandbags that need, you can pick up sandbags on Church Street at the old Parish DPW barn, and we are just constantly working to make sure that we are able to accommodate all of our citizens. This is an effort of not just myself, but of the City Council and the parish as a whole. If you need to contact anyone with the city, you can call the on-call number at 225-806-8215, and we will do everything we can to assist you. Again, we know that there's more rain to come. We're asking everyone to stay off streets that are flooded, and if you have to travel on a street that is taking on water, please be very cautious when traveling on the streets. Again, we just want to make sure that everyone knows that the city of Donaldsonville, we're doing everything we can in order to alleviate any flooding. Thank you, and we just ask that you pray that God protect each and every one of us in the city of Donaldsonville and Ascension Parish. Thank you.
I'm Council Chairman Randy Clouatre, and I have the rest of the council here with me. And what we'd like to do is let everybody know that we're out there. What we want you to do is continue what we'd heard before from OEP. Please, if you need anything, call in to that number. DPW, working around the clock, working hard. We have some record events that are scheduled. Please do not take this lightly. If you have any thoughts of your place flooding or any safety of family, home, friends, please get in touch with an agency and we'll try to help you. This event is not a short-time event. It's going to take a while. First thing we got is the rain that we're dealing with in all the protected areas. Outside the protected areas, we're going to be dealing with the crest of the Amite River and Bayou Manchacs and coming down. So this is going to go on for 4 to 5 days. So please, everybody, do not take this lightly. This is unprecedented event with the projected crest. So please, get out, take a look around, and let's be prepared. And any other council members, would you like to speak?
Yeah, hi, I'm Todd Lambert, District 9. Rode my district this morning. It looks pretty good, but there are a few homes that's impacted. That some of the homes that live on the Black Bayou Canal, it's getting impacted pretty heavy. So definitely look at your situations if you're living on these canals, because make sure you evacuate if you need to, because the water's going to come up quick. Like Randy said, DPW is working around the clock. Pumping station is doing what it can do. It's at its max capacity right now. Our worst case scenario, you know, we don't want to even think about it. So be precaution. Do what you got to do to save yourself and your family. Thank y'all, guys.
Any other council members?
Aaron Lawler, District 7. District 7 has done very well thus far, but our concern is in the upcoming hours and days because Bayou Manchac will rise, Muddy Creek will rise. Please do not become complacent because the water isn't that high in your area yet. It is coming and it will come up. Please don't venture out on the roads and put yourself and the people that may have to rescue at danger. Thank you.
Hello, Travis Turner of District 3. We are having very high flood waters in many areas of my district, in the Astrolland area, Darrow, Heerville, and the Gosman area. We ask the residents there try to assist each other to help move belongings and people who are maybe stranded or who need help and assistance at this time. We are trying to get sandbags out there. We need everybody to be vigilant for for the next few days to make sure everyone is helped that needs to be helped. Thank you.
Terry Cazzo, District 8. I will not repeat what my fellow councilmen have said. I will just reiterate in one area. Please help yourself. If you have a culvert stopped up, if you have a neighbor with a culvert stopped up, go get your shovel and start helping. We have to help ourselves. We have manpower that must be working in those areas that are most threatened. And as each day rolls forward, please do not be complacent in my district. Those of you back on the Ridge Road, you will see higher water than you have ever seen before. Please, please do what you must do to help your neighbors. Do it for yourselves. The sand will be there. The bags will be there. The parish government is working together in a way that I have never witnessed before, and I'm very proud to tell you that everybody is doing what they need to do. What we have to ask you now is to be a part of the solutions. Do not be a part of the problem. Stay off the road, help yourself, and help your neighbors. Call us if you need us. Thank you.
Thank you. Dempsey Lambert, District 5. I want to let everyone know that on the Henderson Bio Pump Station, all gates are closed and both pumps are running. Just like everyone's saying, please look out for your neighbor. We're going to need all the help we can get. Also, your local fire departments, they staff, volunteers are out. Please help them, and please be respectful of high water and obey the high water signage. Please, thank you.
John Cagnolati, District 10. Half of my district is the eastern half of the city of Gonzales. We're working very closely with the officials there, the fire department. If you need help, call the emergency line. You'll get response. As they said, I don't have to repeat. This is a first-time event for all of us. So let's help one another, respond to help each other, help yourselves, and don't forget to say some prayers. Thank you.
Councilman Oliver Joseph, District 1 in the Donaldsonville area. Just to let the public know that our area is pretty getting back to a little normal. We're just hoping we don't get a bigger rain to come. Like the other night, if we get 4 to 5 inches in 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, we're going to have some problem. But as of right now, the weather on the West Bank is looking pretty good. And if you need sandbags or anything else on the West Bank, we have those area staged at the old barn and the pavilion in Donaldsonville. And so just once again, like everyone's saying, look, if you see a ditch, clean it out, help your neighbor, and support everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill Dawson, District 2. I want to reiterate what everybody else has said, that, pay attention to the curfew, pay attention to the streets that are flooded. Don't try to go and drive on streets that have water. If you're in the Burnside area, the sheriff has a high water vehicle. If you need it, call the sheriff's office. If you're in the Diversion Canal, Sandbags area, you need to really pay attention to the levels in the Amite River. If you're in the Sorrento area, again, you need to pay attention to the Panama and Conway levels. And we pray that this won't be as bad as what is forecasted.
Thank you, and I want to thank my fellow council members. And the two that's not in this room right now, I'm sure they're out helping people right now. So, but I just want to let everybody know that we don't normally draw a district line, and we surely don't draw a district line here in emergency. So if you're trying to call somebody and you can't get them, call one of us, back and forth. And one of the things, we've had Superintendent Graves here for the school board system that we're going to try to enhance, and Mr. Weber will go over that later, and it'll be posted. But we're going to try to enhance the sandbag operation to some different outlets that have larger ground. We have one where I'm from, Sandbags, with the Sandbags Fire Department. We know we got Stringer Bridge Road kind of blocked up back and forth, trying to enhance to go to the schools and stuff. So she's going to work with us very closely to get those big openings where people can get in and out. Right now, I want to just make a last-minute plea to everybody. We've gotten all kind of calls, the church groups, the school groups, the Boy Scouts, whomever. please, if you can get together, if you've got time and you've got the resources, get out to some of these sandbag locations with a shovel and let's help everybody out. That's what you guys do all the time, and we sincerely appreciate it. And I want, once again, thank you very much. I want to turn it over to OEP Director Rick Weber to give you a wrap-up. Thank you.
Just to reemphasize, this is historic levels. Just make sure that you assume personal responsibility for public safety, for your own safety. 2 quick numbers. If you have an emergency situation, obviously call 911. But if you just want information on the incident, call 621-8360, 225-621-8360 to get information from our Emergency Operations Center. Again, the Ascension Parish Community Information Line, 1-866-380-2303, 1-866-380-2303. Again, this has been a message from the Ascension Parish Office of Homeland Security and the Unified Command. We'll come back to you tomorrow morning with another message. This concludes our briefing.